wondering, what is a frenemy? Well, a frenemy is the combination of the word friend and enemy.
Ooh.
And together, they make frenemy. So, Jamie, please explain more about the phenomenon of the frenemy.
Well, guys, I have been deemed the dictionary of the group, and the dictionary says that frenemy is someone who treats you as though you are needed, but only in times where they need you to do something and you never feel quite at ease with that person. Frenemies tend to make you feel insecure, to always keep you off balance, and they always make you question your own motives. So a frenemy is someone who you feel is a good person in your life, and they come around and they may be popular, or they might have a lot of friends, but at the end of the day, they only need you because they need you for something. And they're really detrimental to your emotional health and to your growth as a person, and just to you in general. And they keep your true friends away. So I think
for realizing your true friends.
Yes, and I think that pretty much sums up what a frenemy is.
Yeah, that's a very good description of a frenemy.
Definitely.
Very good description of a frenemy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, the reason everyone's looking at me because I'm the frenemy queen. Not that I've frenemied anyone, but they frenemied me because I didn't really quite understand the dynamic. And even when we came to do this talk, I was just like, I really don't understand frenemies, guys. And they looked at me like, oh yes, you do. You know, like you've had plenty of experiences, like with people who are in general who they come around you when it's convenient for them, and when they do need you, but they're emotionally abusive, and you're confused. You're like, this person just gave me a shirt, and you're out there with your friends. Stop it. You're out there with your friends. You're out there with your friends, and they're like, oh, I gave you that shirt. You have a really nice shirt on today. And they diminish you, and you're confused. You feel confused because you're like, well, this person gave me this shirt. Why would they be mean to me? Why did that make me feel bad when they did a nice deed? Because it's not a matter of the deeds. It's a passive underneath emotional attack. And I've definitely it took me a long while to understand the difference, because I felt bad that they made me feel bad, when in my head I was just like, but they did a nice thing. Of course they're my friend, but they're socially nice and cordial and polite. They're mannered. They're not your everyday bully. It's the modern bully, and they abuse you emotionally.
Yeah. It's a very passive form of bullying, and you may have frenemies in your life, and you may not even realize that what they're really doing. For example, if you're around people you feel like you need to impress, the truth is, you don't need to impress real friends. You can go around them wearing sweats, no makeup, hair wild, not having your teeth brushed. But I'm sure everyone would prefer for you to have your teeth brushed. But
it's the principle of the matter here.
But yes, the principle
Don't do that to your
is
friends.
that you can truly be yourself around your friends, and they'll love you for you. Whereas if you feel as though you need to impress your friends, the truth of the matter is, they're probably not your real friends. And thinking about that question, it hurts. It hurts to think about someone who, let's say maybe you have a lot of these people in your lives, and we were posing this question to you, and you start realizing, wow, those traits that the Muses are listing, I see a lot of those traits in a lot of my friends.
And it definitely takes you a while. It takes you a while to see them, because when we were talking about it before we decided to do this, and they were going off, and I was like, holy moly, I'm the frenemy queen. I've been frenemied. Mm-hmm. And when she's talking about impressing, she's like being comfortable with it's not when you're dressing up for yourself and when you're wearing makeup and you're doing your hair for yourself. You just feel like you're having a beautiful day. But it's like when you feel the pressure to wear or buy that $200 or $20 thing that you really don't want or see the
because otherwise you don't fit in.
Because you don't, not even that you don't fit in, they look down upon you, and you can feel the condescension, like there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. They're shallow people. They
and they'll do it in very passive ways. Like,
they're
for example,
very passive.
for example, if you had last season's as coach bag, you know, like for them to make a statement such as, "Oh, Heavenly, that's a cute purse, but it's
retro, so
yeah,
quaint,
yeah,
so quaint."
And it's just their actions, their non-verbal communication that
because they smile at you.
They
smile at you,
right at you.
but you can feel it. So there's a tinge of disgust behind that smile. It's not your imagination.
Mm-hmm. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts.
Trust your instincts.
It's like one of those smiles that you're not really smiling with your eyes. You know,
With
people
your heart.
yeah, with your heart, and it's just like it's a forced smile like this.
Their mouth is moving, but their eyes aren't.
It's a politically correct smile.
Exactly.
It's a
Yes.
political smile. You
Yes.
see it all the time. Trust me.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time, and I can't. It genuinely took me years because I didn't have anyone to tell me what it was I was looking for, and Jamie actually came up to me because she's one of those people who's just like, I'm gonna let you fall, man, because she has this theory that no one listens anyway, so she will let you mess up and then look at you like I told you so. And so she'll drop subtle hints every now and then. She's like, you know, Heavenly, you've got so much to offer. You don't even realize how much you have to offer, and they only come over when they need stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd go shopping, and I'd always pick for other people. I'm a giving person, an investing person, so it's hard for me to realize sometimes. And she's like, no, pick something for yourself. I'm just like, well, Jamie, that's mean. You know, like, I'm good. I don't even need that. She's like, no, you're going to pick something for yourself. And Danny started saying it too, and it took me years to catch in. And then they finally, like, actually sat me down and explained it. People like that, you'll find yourself always giving, and you're waiting for them to give back, and they don't. You'll find yourself listening to them for hours and giving them feedback on your conversations, and they don't give you feedback. You'll find yourself reaching out to them in ways where you need support, and you're in a social situation and you need support, and if it were otherwise them, you'd support them, but they don't support you. That's a frenemy. They're people who use you for your social stance, your political stance, the things that you have to offer, the things that you do that you don't realize you do, whether you're an artist, a musician, or you're just a good listener. And they don't. It's not even that they don't know how to give back. They don't give back. They don't make the choice. They don't want to.
Or you're there to entertain them.
Yeah, entertainment.
Like if
Make them feel better about themselves.
If they have no one else to hang out with, they'll call you because you're their last resort. You shouldn't be their last resort. If you're a true friend, no, you know, I'm your first choice.
Yeah, and you're looking at, but this is definitely. I know that when some people call me and I love them, and it is not that I feel like just because someone makes you an enemy doesn't mean you have to be theirs. I do love them, and you don't have to be nasty towards these people, but for the sake of your emotional health and your own personal self-esteem, I don't think it's mean to not deal with someone. Like, I don't think that it's mean for you to, you know what, you being you is okay, and me being me, that's great, but when you being you interferes with me being me and my personal growth, that's where we depart. And those are people that you genuinely need to cut from your life, because they're going to hinder your success, your growth, and they're going to stop beautiful people from coming in, because you won't see them through all the junk they've put before you.
Yeah. And it's not mean or wrong in any way to tell the truth, to be honest, and to tell, if you have these people in your lives, these frenemies, to tell them how you really feel, you know, and you don't have to go about it in a mean way, but just go about it in a very open, very honest way.
It's very true.
You know, tell them, hey, so and so, you've been really selfish, and I'm hurt by your actions, and you know, I want us to be better friends. I want to work on it, and here's what I think could make our friendship better, could make it stronger, where we could, you know, we could grow as people and grow together.
And people who do change, they just weren't aware of themselves.
Yeah.
And people who don't, oh, you'll know them. They won't even act like they understand what it is that you're saying. You are
They'll
not
deflect.
crazy.
You know, people who are really your friends, or they'll change. They'll change. Because you know what, honestly, even if they had frenemy tendencies, some people just could not. I mean, they just probably weren't aware. They probably
That's what they're used to, because they've had frenemies.
Yeah.
So they're not. That's a social norm for them. And some people, they do want to change, but you need feedback. But some people, you know, when you're speaking to them, they act. It's like you're speaking to a deer in the headlights. They understand you.
Yeah.
They get what you're saying. They don't want.
They just don't want to accept it.
They don't want to accept it. And it's a choice. It's definitely a choice.
Because change is hard. Change is one of the hardest things to tackle. in life.
And even if things are easier, it's definitely true.
And it's the only guarantee in life.
I know, right?
Change.
That's why something's
And
so
it's-
hard, but it always happens.
It always happens, but everyone's scared of it, right?
No idea. That's for another tea time.
Yes. Another tea time.
All right, guys. So when it comes down to frenemies, what are some basic traits?
Recognize them.
Recognize them.
Yeah.
They're
Selfish.
you feel uncomfortable.
Selfish.
They
You
make you feel
feel
uncomfortable.
insecure.
Insecure.
They make you feel very insecure. And you'll know it. It always makes you question yourself. It always gives you a little bit of doubt when you have interactions, because some of the things that they say, it's meant to do that. So you're always a little bit off balance so that you don't see them coming.
And you don't realize how lonely you feel. You're gonna feel lonely around those people because they're not giving back. They're not giving back. It's the little things, like you feeling like, maybe it's just me. It's not just you.
You don't feel like you can be yourself. Like, let's say you're just a goofy, random, spontaneous person, but you feel like around them you have to be, hey. But you guys love me.
That we do. That we don't know.
Push me back. I'm gonna fall. Okay.
It's because she feeds us.
but if you around them, if you feel as though you have to be this very tight, stiff, I don't know.
Agree with what they say
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Lord forbid you hold
Person.
your own positions. A minor case of groupthink. Don't
do it.
Don't do it. Okay. Don't even find new friends. Just take the time to work on yourself and see who you are. So when you do get around people, you can figure out. It'll be easier for you to tell since you're secure with yourself and you know who you are.
Yeah.
A genuine person from a not genuine person, but a person who doesn't have your best interest at heart.
And honestly, it is way better to be alone than to be surrounded by frenemies. Way better.
Emotionally exhausting, yes.
Very. It's a lot of effort. I don't think anyone wants to be putting in that much effort for a show.
Because as a group, we hang out with, notably in college, we had so many people around us. And I don't know about you guys, but I can honestly say now that I have less people around me, I feel more love than I did with all of those people around
I think the way that we handle relationships is different also, because for me it was easy to go, well, it wasn't easy, but I would go and speak to everyone and make relationships with people as acquaintances, but I knew they weren't my friend, and I knew I wasn't their friend, but I knew that I could talk to them, or if there was homework due and they were in my class, I could call them. But I knew at the end of the day we were each other's means to an end. It wasn't a relationship, and I think that's what kept me a little bit more safe.
Definitely, I wasn't
because
like that.
I knew what our relationship was. I knew what they wanted from me. I knew what I needed from them, and we were like,
You knew
all
their
right.
game.
So we are going to go forward, and when we graduate, we will probably never speak to each other again, and that is okay. It's okay. Because I found the people in my life who are going to put up with the ridiculousness that the utter ridiculousness that I am incapable of. You have not seen, thank goodness. But pretty much.
Oh, that was a volcano.
Out of Danny's fingers.
But it's glitter.
I was doing
Glitter.
volcano smoke because you said erupt.
And this is the stuff we're talking about. This is why there are some people that used to live in our halls when we lived in college, and they were so contained, and it made you feel uncomfortable to
It's
just
hard to breathe around them.
to crack up or make a joke or laugh.
They were
or-
very cold. They were very cold
very,
atmosphere.
very cold, and I felt like it was like a hospital and no fun was allowed, and it opened my eyes to different types of people, even though I had run into them in high school. But in high school,
It's different.
It's
think it's because
different
they haven't grown up.
because it's because we're all young in high school, and everyone's growing, everyone's different, and we're just it's like, hey, you're weird. Like, hey, you're weird too. Cool. And so it was fine. But I did run into frenemies. And the one thing that I decided, even as a freshman in high school, is that I was not going to deal with that. I would rather be by myself without a group than deal with people who, but as a collective, it was a trade-off. It was like, oh, you want us to be your friend? Well, you did the homework last night. Let us copy it.
Utilitarian, they were using you.
And it took me 3 hours to do all this. It's gonna take you 2 minutes to copy it. No. Well, you can hang out this night. Okay. Great. Go do your own homework.
Much stronger than me. I didn't even know. I'd be like, here, take my homework.
It wasn't even, at the time, it wasn't even the fact that I thought I was gonna be stronger or that I was gonna be better off for it. I knew I was gonna suffer for it. I knew word was gonna pass around. My class was very small, but I knew that if I let this small little moral thing get to me, because I don't condone cheating. I hate it. Why should you benefit from something I worked really hard for? And that's what got me. So I would have to change my moral beliefs in order to give you my homework. And that's not happening. So yeah, I'll be by myself. I will sit outside. And I ended up finding some really cool people. People who wanted to do what I wanted to do and not talk about ridiculous things that I had no idea about.
Mostly other people.
Yeah, other people. I didn't care. I still don't care. It's a personality trait I just developed. It did. Like, you want to talk about that girl there? I don't even know her name.
I'm just as bad. It's like, what? How pertinent is this to the grand scheme of the universe?
It's not.
Not very.
She gonna get me an L on my test? Nope.
No. She gonna pay my bills? No.
She gonna write my paper?
No.
So, that's
Is she gonna do tea time with you?
No.
Alright, guys. So that's it on Frenemies. Let us know what you think and let us know about some frenemies that you have in your life. And maybe it takes a minute for you to recognize that they're there, but just take the moment to sit down and meditate and think about it and let us know. We'd love to know how you feel.
Share your experiences and any suggestions or comments for topics that you would like to hear us talk about for next tea time.
Definitely. So, like, love, subscribe. But. Oh, there's more. But wait, there's more. 1 second.
And then she disappeared.
When will she come back?
Will she come back? Let's hope.
Yes. In a couple of seconds, she'll be back.
So,
you remember
Yay!
all those DIY projects, right? For the binder and the backpack and the makeup tutorials and the back to school look. So we want you to be ready for school. So we have this lovely bag filled with awesomeness and school awesomeness. More school awesomeness.
That heavily decorated herself. And so school supplies with makeup. And so we're doing it as a giveaway.
Yes.
Yeah, we're giving it away as to you guys as an appreciation for supporting us on our channel. You know, we just started and oh my gosh, we've had countless difficulties. You don't understand. with editing,
Videoing,
with
sound,
productions, with
losing electricity.
yes. And it's just been,
crazy.
you know, this past month, just starting everything up, it's just been such a struggle for us. But the positive, genuine comments that we've been receiving, it really touches our heart. And we're so grateful for your support. And so we wanted to do this giveaway for you guys, a back to school giveaway. And so, guys, go ahead and tell them about the criteria.
Comment below with both what you like about our channel, what you'd like to see from us, and one of your favorite things to do. And I guess if you're still in school, what you're looking forward to this school year. And we'll go through the comments and we will pick
Decide which one's
randomly.
best.
Pick randomly or decide which one's best.
Decide which one's the
We will
most
decide
meaningful.
which one is the most meaningful
Not necessarily the longest.
and which one we feel like touches us more, and we'll all decide. So it won't be, we're different. So we'll all decide on someone that we feel that really captured the essence of what we were going for.
And the winner will be on August 25th.
Yes.
August 25th.
August 25th, the winner will be announced, and we will be sending in a message to your YouTube, and we will be asking for your mailing address. And if you are under the age of 18, please ask your parents if you can enter this giveaway.
We don't want you to get in trouble.
In any kind of trouble.
We don't want to get in trouble.
It's just a backpack, guys.
It's just a
with
backpack.
stuff in it.
With school supplies and face wash and
nothing illegal.
glittery pencils. I love glitter.
She obviously loves glitter.
And folders.
So,
There's all.
anything else, ladies?
Thank you guys for joining us for this week's tea time, and we can't wait to have you guys with us. Yeah, next week.
Goodbye.
One of these days, this glass is gonna break.
It's gonna be your fault. Don't be mine.